Oh man, this market is ugly. I'm even gonna forego the music because it's not even, we don't want any happy sounds going on because it's ugly. And if you're long this market, your portfolio's feeling the pain. So it's 309. It's Thursday, February 25th, and here's the averages right now. Market's got another 51 minutes to stay open, and the way things look, it looks like it's going to probably close on the low. I thought this bounce right here that you see was going to be a legitimate bounce, but nope, not at all. So right now the Dow's down 490. Look at the NASDAQ, almost unbelievable, down 3%, 417, and the SP down 85 points. Real quick, pulling up the heat map, there's nothing green for the most part. You got to squint to find the green. Wow, Oracle though. Wow, I wonder what's going on over there. But bright red. All the big stocks bright red meaning down big. And you see a lot of that bright red. You have to wear sunglasses to watch this, so it's an ugly day out there. In this video, I just want to talk about a couple of different stocks that you might not even be interested in, but just got me like, what? And stocks that I also talk about on the show. But first of all, I want to talk about this ARK, the Ark Invest Innovation Etf. Many people's in this stock. Stock was famous. It's world famous, run by Cathie Wood, and it's feeling the pain. It's feeling the pain again today. Today down 5.89%. Just the other day when it was down hard, she even bought more, and her timing wasn't good because it definitely wasn't the low. Thought it was going to be the start of, her buying was the bounce, but that didn't last long at all. So kind of zoom in here, and if you just measure it from the peak, I'm going to say down to the low, it already went down 20%. So hopefully this bar holds. It was official bear market at that point. So I don't want to see it break that bar at all. I actually think this right here, if this continues to go down, it could cause a lot of pain for the market. I have a feeling it's, that big, it's that popular, and if she's losing it, maybe the whole market will, and especially if there's a lot of redemptions. If the redemptions could start from this fund alone, because she's in all the hot techs, right? So if people sell out of this, she's got to start selling, right? And it's all the hot stocks, right? So it's just going to keep bringing them down more and more, and who knows, it can get ugly. So let's see. Let's just see what happens. That line basically, and that's probably the bounce. I'm going to go to the daily right there. That was 20%. Maybe that's why it bounced, and that was some of her buying, and it's coming right back to the line. So maybe it's a check back. Yeah. All right. So let's go to one of my favorites that I talk about, and that's Walmart. I'm going to pull up the weekly chart here so you could see what I see. And there's my little gray box to sell put spreads. And oh my gosh, I'm going to just clear all that out. What the hell happened? And I'll draw it back here. That was my little put spread box, and just boom. What? Walmart? What? It reported earnings and just unbelievable. 130. This is a good price, man. If you're a long-term holder, you got to start accumulating Walmart. The price is damn near back. Is pre-COVID. I guess everything's above forget what I just said. But basically, we know this was one of the stocks that rocked because they got all the COVID money, all the stimulus, right? Everybody was going to Walmart and stuff, right? That's what made it run up like this, along with a lot of the other stocks. But you take all that back now. It's like they didn't get any stimulus. But these guys are buying their own stock. They are raising a dividend, and they are investing in a company, and that's why the market's selling off, because they're going to make some investments for the future. And they don't like, that's weird that the stock market, when stocks, you can't buy shit. You just got to keep your earnings, and I don't know what you got to do with the money, but don't spend the money because they're going to sell it. They're going to sell it off when you tell them you're going to spend it. Anyway, so that's Walmart. I feel you got to accumulate this. This sell-off is just... It's unbelievable. Look at that gap down on the earnings, and they just sell off. Unbelievable right there. And then here's another stock, and it's one of my worst calls as well, and that's Lululemon. I sold my Nike for it, and ever since I've done that, And I did it right about here thinking we're going to blow through. We got to pull back and, we did it right there. And nah, this thing is down 2 to 5% every single day since December. It is unbelievable. Unbelievable. But I think this is a great buy too. And that's why I'm bringing it up, because from the top to the bottom, if you come up here and I measure that decline, what are we down 20% as well? So this is a good buy. These guys even said, hey, things is looking good. The future look good. They're raising their outlook. They put all of that out there. And the stock's been selling off ever since. Now, here's something that's interesting in this 20% sell-off. It's down here. Look at the volume, man. The volume is just light. It's light volume on that whole 20% decline. Look at this decline, right? That was a huge decline right there. That was in September, and you can see the volume is up, right? Here is a decline, and you can see you had some up volume right there. Here is the COVID decline, right? And we can see that was up, but we're like declining hard, and there's no volume there. So it's just unbelievable to me. I'm gonna just kind of measure this for shits and giggles. Okay, the COVID drop was 50%. So this, even though that doesn't look that big, it's 20% right there, and that's pretty huge. Had a 27% drop in September. Damn near took it all back, but it's giving it right back now. So anyway, I like it here. It's at the bottom of the range. If the volume is not confirming it drop, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm still in it for the long term, and I am going to stay. Hopefully it turns around, man. I got option spreads that expire in a year or two. I can't remember. Anyway, here's the VIX. Let's look at the VIX real quick. Once again, we reached that 20 area and we bounced. We just cannot seem to bust below the 20 area, right? We're looking at the 4-hour chart. It comes down. It's almost like you could set your watch. As soon as it comes down, start buying puts. It just pops up. And the reason why the whole market's going crazy and popping up is I think some of it is GameStop, right? The GameStop action, but it's the interest rates, they going up too fast. It's not a fast absolute number, but the rate of increase is going up too fast. So they think the Fed's going to lose control of inflation, and have to start hiking rates, even though they mentioned it when he was on the Hill, and they mentioned the whole speech. He said he's not going to do it. He's going to let it run hot. He wants to see employment get better. And I guess the market's like, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work. If you're waiting for that and we go out of control, we're in trouble. So I guess, that's what's going on. And here's the VIX. The VIX is at 30, by the way. Generally, this is a good time to start buying. Start buying right now. We might go down tomorrow. Maybe we jump up 35 in the VIX. It's time to start letting those puts go and buy. I know it's painful. You're buying into the pain, but you want to buy puts down here. The chart's telling you where to buy puts, and you want to buy puts when it's in this area right down here, not kind of up here. That's when you actually want to sell them. So anyway, that's just a quick market. I ain't talk about a lot of different stocks. I could pull up Apple real quick and, down almost 3%. I like Apple, coming back into the range. Right up, down, right at support. So I think you could buy it here, unless the sell-off is just vicious, man. It'll cut right through that and keep going down. Hopefully we don't come down here, but anything can happen. It's like stocks. Hey, I'll talk about NVDA. You'll know I'm in it heavy. Very disappointed in the action, but I actually thought this would happen. And it did. It peaked, look above and fail. So it broke out and boom, right back into the range. And that reason why I knew that, because that's been the motto of the I can't even think of the word I'm trying to say. Basically, that's what all the stocks has been doing this earnings season. Very few has made it out of the range. They bust out and go right back in. It's just sellers all above this market, and finally you could sell calls here. You could sell calls out of the money, and they won't blow up in your face like they was for the last year, because something goes high, they are selling it, and that's what happened here. We're back in the range. Let's see what happens. Booking I want to talk about, because they just reported as well. Of course, it was shitty. We know that nobody was traveling, but the prospects is good. They saying, hey man, we see it happening. We see it happening with some of the countries out there. And it was even on CNBC this morning saying, hey, they're very, very, very optimistic on the future as soon as the vaccine starts rolling out, and it's rolling out hard every day. So keep an eye on this as well. They're hitting this one pretty hard, and you could see, looking at the weekly, see right there, hit the top of the range and just selling. It's just when all these stocks hit top of the ranges, they are hitting them pretty hard. So just something, just makes you go, I don't know if we should panic. Of course, the market's just been running huge, right? So these pullbacks is like, okay, we're just in range. You know what I mean? It was due. This is the pullback that everyone was waiting for. It's funny how this always happens, right? It's like, I'll pull up the SPY. Everybody, we need to pull back and healthy. Well, here we go, and everyone's nervous. It's always going to be something, by the way. So it's never just really a pullback because of such as this. So now it's rates. Rates is the pullback, but forget about rates. This is the pullback you was waiting for. So if you was one of those people, you have to buy the pullback, like Cathie Wood did the other day. She bought the pullback, right? So here it is. Some stocks are down 20%. That's always a good buy. And some stocks are not down enough, unfortunately. One of my faves, Peloton, is down 115. Look, right back into the range. Here's the breakout. By the way, this is the pattern I always talk about. And zoom in here. And there's your bull flag. And I expected it to go up here. When that doesn't happen, it comes down hard the other way. Doesn't matter what the pattern is. What pattern is happening? It could be a cup and handle. It could be a ascending wedge. And here's the bear bull flag. And when it goes the other way, it always comes down hard. But right there, look, we're back in the range, right back at support. So it's possibly a good chance to get in. These guys are telling you they're making a shitload of money. They just got to make bikes. They got to get the bikes out to you. And they resolve in that. It's going to take some time, but hopefully they still can. The reason why I talk about I don't think that this is a stock that it's going to actually slow down. I think people want these bikes, regardless if they can go to the gym or not. To me, it's the Apple of fitness. You just got to have it so you can say, I have a Peloton. It's the Starbucks of coffee. Even though you can get a coffee for 99 cents, you rather get the $5 cup of coffee and say, I got a Starbucks. Even though you have a bike. So you see what I'm saying? I think it's in that kind of category. That's why I like it. Anyway, I think that's actually a great price to get in, and 115. See what happens. All right, so there's the video. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram at Dre Trades, or right here in the comments, and I'll reply to you. Let me know if you subscribed. If you subscribe, put it in your comments. I subbed. Why? Because I want to thank you personally. Maybe in the next video, but definitely in the comments that thank you. Thank you for subbing. I really appreciate that. So this is Dre Trades, and I'm out. Peace.